What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video, yes, it's sunny in South Carolina, and we're back, baby. Yeah, that's right. We're back at the racetrack. This time, for the first time ever, the Hyperbusa is making its debut here at the racetrack. We're at Darlington Dragway. We're going to be testing this thing out today, a stock wheelbase monster. We're going to take this bike, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we're going to shatter the stock wheelbase record. The record is held by David Fondon with an 866 at 166 miles per hour. That's no easy task though, guys. That is super fast and a super challenging ride. We're gonna take this turbo Hayabusa, boom, drop the bomb on them, and we're gonna hopefully go fast, real fast, guys. I don't know how fast. We're gonna see how good we can keep the front end down on this turbo Hayabusa monster, but let's see what we can do. All right, guys, in case you've been living under a rock, let's go over this turbo Hayabusa and talk about some of the things that are done to it. This is a 2023 Hayabusa with less than 100 miles on it, and this thing has a fully built motor by HTP Performance and an HTP Performance turbo kit. Now, this thing is 100% street legal and can be ridden any and everywhere around town, whatever you want to do. It currently has E85 fuel in it, and it has a flex fuel sensor to where the bike can run off of pump gas and E85 from the gas station. So today, we're trying to break the record and become the fastest stock wheelbase motorcycle in the world with $3 per gallon gasoline in the gas tank. So this is gonna be a super challenging ride. Keep in mind, we've got a lot of gizmos to help us out. So what do I mean by gizmos? Yeah, that's right, guys. We have wheelie control on the bike. So the bike has, of course, way more power than the chassis can handle, but all that is going to be controlled through a Motec ECU, a wheelie control sensor, and a MTC Gen 2 centrifugal clutch system. The clutch system is going to give us the ability to hold the throttle wide open and literally just dump the clutch. So we don't slip it, we don't do anything. We literally just dump the clutch. Now, yeah, I know what you're thinking. Chris, I thought you were a great rider. Well, I am, but this thing here is gonna do a little bit of the riding for me. Let's see if everything pans out the way we think it's going to. Oh yeah, here we go, boys. Hyperbusa, first pass ever down the quarter mile. I've been looking forward for this for quite some time now. This is going to be a good day. I can just tell it. I can smell the fast times in the air. Let's see what this puppy will do. Letting her hang out through the quarter mile. Oh yeah, she's feeling good. Let's see what she'll do, boys. Here we go. Time to shake and bake down the quarter mile. This ain't no Mexico street, boys. This is something a little different right here. Here we go. That didn't go well we wanted. I don't know. So maybe the fueling's not right on the two. That sounds lean. We'll try it one more time. So let's see what happens this time. Waiting on the timing equipment to reset here at the track. Locked up. Here, we can just go ahead and try it anyway. We don't... Huh?
It's locked up. It won't do anything right
Well, I know, but we didn't do too good right there, so. Said the timing equipment is messed up at the track, but we can't do any better than that, boys. I don't think we need timing equipment. Let's see what she's got. She was pulling the front tire off the ground. Woo! So I know what's wrong with the two-step. The air is really cool. It's really good here today. Of course, for one, that's why she's wheelied the whole entire track just then. But the fueling is off on the two-step. So that last time, I dumped the clutch pretty quick. I didn't let it sit on the two-step quite so long. Basically, as soon as I threw it to it, it got enough fuel, and it was able to, I guess you would say, make the boost and do what it was supposed to on the two-step. But the first time, I could hear it, ba-boo, ba-boo, ba-boo. It was struggling to make the boost. So that's why she left a little better that time, boys. We'll come back, we'll squeak her down a little bit. I'll show you what the inside of this clutch looks like and what we're gonna adjust and change on that and see what we can do to get a better pass out of this thing. Stay with us, guys. Good golly, this thing is a rocket ship. It literally tried to throw me off, try to hit. Basically, I think this bike is a human fly swatter. Yeah, that's right, guys. Pew, 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 pew. That's what it was doing the whole entire track. Every time I was keeping the throttle locked, the laser's just beep, 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 beep. The whole time the bike's cutting in and out, cutting in and out. It's keeping the wheelie, I guess you would say, under control. But either way, it pulled a 4-inch wide wheelie in 5th gear. At that point, I'm like, probably should mission abort. It's a little breezy out here today. That had me going a little towards the center line. I didn't really feel comfortable headed towards the cone on the back tire at over 170 miles an hour. No timing equipment that time, so we didn't get a pass or a time slip. But it really didn't matter because that wasn't the run we hoped for anyway. We're coming back, we're gonna squeak it down to adjust for the weather, and hopefully we'll get us a good time here in just a second. Here we go, round 2, coming up on the Hyperbusa. Hopefully, she's gonna do the right thing for us this time, boys. We got her squeaked down. Literally took a couple pounds of boost out of it. I think that's gonna be what she needs to go fast. Less is more with this thing. All right, the track says the timing equipment is all good to go this time. Cross our fingers, boys. Let's see what she's got. To the left, you see the wind carrying it? I crossed over into the other lane after the finish line. I did not want to let off of her. I ain't gonna lie, chickened out just a smidge and cracked it, and I'm like, nope, don't you do it, don't you do it, don't let off the gas. Keep her locked, and there we go, boys. I would be pretty well willing to bet that got us the stock wheelbase record right there. But I don't know, we'll find out in just a second. The stock wheelbase record, it's not like it was gonna be a big challenge because, I mean, the guys that have the stock wheelbase record, they're on all motor, basically stock engine bikes. So I'm not gonna say we're puppy kicking, but we got a monster here, boys. So yeah, our goal wasn't to beat just those guys. Our goal is to just like completely put it out into the other end of the ballpark. So that's what we're gonna do. Slow down a little bit for this bump. They already turned the time and equipment off. I gotta wait till I get all the way back here to the starting line to see how fast it went. But I'll have you guys a slip here in just a second. Alright boys, they say we're ready. Darlington Dragway, here comes the Hyperbusa. Officially the fastest stock wheelbase bike in the world. With just an 845. Hopefully we can go a little better than that this time. See what she does. We got to get our feet on the pegs early. This thing is giving me a challenge getting my feet on the pegs. She's definitely challenging the ride. Here we go. Let's see what we got, baby. Hyperbusa, let's shake and bake. Working under pretty good. Cannot get the leave down. The 60 foot is what's kicking our butt. Imagine that. 60 foot kicking our butt on a stock wheelbase bike. Even with the Gen 2 clutch, guys, this thing is still, I'm adjusting the clutch and making adjustments to it every single time. But at least that time, I got my feet up on the pegs like I should early. That was able to make me to help it hold it down in the middle of the track. So I felt like that pass was definitely better, even though our 60 sucked. We just, honestly, I gotta look at the log. I don't even know which way to adjust the clutch. We're just gonna have to keep trying things and see what works better. So I study the video, we study the data log, then we make changes to our clutch setup. Alright guys, man, this thing is rocking and rolling. Come a little closer, let me show you what we got here. So you can see the first pass, I won't say the first good pass, 845 at 180 miles an hour, 153 60 foot. Alright, we come back, squeaked up everything just a smidge, 153 60 foot again, 393 330, which was just one number better, 568 144 miles an hour, and then really where we started to get after it was out the back door, 834 at 185 miles an hour, guys. I cannot describe how this thing feels. 185 miles an hour on a stock wheelbase bike. This is insane. I remember 10 or 15 years ago, you had to have a bike, built motor, crazy long swing arm, tons of nitrous, big turbo, and or whatever. All that stuff just enabled to go 185 miles an hour. We just did it on a bike that I was riding around town, guys. All right, we're about to turn it up. We're going to go back, make some more passes, and go even faster once again. Alright boys, I feel like we're about to go somewhere this time. I feel like this is going to be our best pass yet. Cross our fingers, boys. Let's see what happens. Do we finally have the launch of this new Hyperbusa somewhat dialed in? Cross your fingers, boys. Time to shake and bake. Oh, yeah. shift gears right at the last bit. You hear it hit the rev limiter at the finish line? That's because I thought she was going to make it through without having to shift that last gear. You know all this stuff I'm doing, guys? We're clicking into 5th gear at the finish line. Yeah, that was over 185 mile an hour, that pass. Just think, in 4th gear, that was 4th gear, 180 something miles an hour. Oh my goodness, great googly moogly. I can't wait to get this thing on an airstrip where we can let her sing for a whole mile. Oh yeah. She's a fun one, boys. The Hyperbusa, baddest production motorcycle in the world. Now I know you're like, what'd you say, Chris? Production motorcycle? Yeah, that's right, guys. More Mafia, HTP performance. We are going to be building these things, selling these things to the public. Yeah, that's right, guys. If you want one of these boosters, you can buy one. That ain't cheap. Nothing real fast, real cool that you can ride on the street is cheap. Even if you can just ride it at the racetrack. Now, that's a lot of money. But pricing details coming soon. And on top of that, they are going to have a warranty on them. Now, it's going to be a scaled down, I guess you would say, not a scaled down version. It's just going to be a turned down version. We can't send this thing out 600 horsepower, for one, to the general public, because it's going to kill you. The average guy that doesn't never rid anything like this, it's a death trap. But boys, all you got to do is sign the waiver saying you are releasing it. And man, they're giving me some thumbs up. They're giving me some good. I think we went fast, boys. Let's see what we did. All right, guys. Man, yes. We're so close. So close to the 7s. Take a look at this time slip. This is not a normal time slip. The timing system, they've been having trouble here at the track today. I don't know what's going on. This is one of their first days out, but they printed it all from the computer system up in the tower. 142.60 foot. Did you notice how when the bike left, it didn't do that? The bike was smooth, so when we let the clutch go, it was one smooth motion. And that's what we wanted to see. We didn't want to hear any bog or feel any wheelie. Finally, that's what we got. 142.60 foot, 365, 330, 539 at 143 miles an hour, 807 at a mystery mile per hour. Because the mile per hour, something malfunctioned at the track. We didn't get the timing system right. But I feel like definitely went faster than 185. I don't know if we went 190, but we definitely 186, 187, 180, even if it's 185, who cares? We just went at 807. 7s, I know they're coming, guys. Stay with us. This is going to be a good one. All right, boys. It's time to back up that last pass. Let's take our best pass of the day and do it again. Got her feeling just the way we want her. See if we can send it this time, boys. We hopefully can just do the same thing we did last time, because that was pretty close to perfect. All right, here we go, boys. Time to shake and bake. Out of the groove. The bike is pulling me to the left just a smidge, and it's because the wind is blowing. Man, damn, that was perfect. So smooth on the launch. Everything we wanted. I felt like I let us down as a rider that time, guys. We're gonna come back, cool it off, and get us another pass. I'm gonna squeak the chain a little bit, see if we can try to hold it straight. It took me left just a little bit every pass. The biggest thing is so hard for me to get my feet back up on the foot pegs. And without my feet on the pegs, I can't hold the bike perfectly straight. Here we go, boys. I hope y'all aren't getting bored riding with me. Hope you aren't getting bored riding with me. We're gonna do it, guys, don't worry. We're gonna hit that 790. I feel like this might be it right here too, boys. All right, here we go. It's time to shake and bake. Chris, you gotta hold this thing straight now. Get her right. All right, let's see what we can do, boys. So close, guys. Look at this. 812, 184 miles per hour. We didn't back up. Well, I guess we did. 807 is our fastest pass. We did not get a mile per hour on the fastest pass. They've been struggling with the timing system today. Something has not been working right. Look at this. This is our best run. 142 60 foot stock wheelbase. 365. 539 at 143 miles an hour, and an 807 had to have been about 184, 185-ish. Dude, the sevens, I knew they were going to be hard to get. You remember when we got the sevens on the 2020 GSX-R 1000? That was a stock engine. That sounds unbelievable. Yeah, we had a stock engine, but this is stock wheelbase. This is an even bigger task. No matter how much horsepower you got, it's still crazy hard to ride, crazy challenging. Cecil, he's steady working. He's like, dude, this thing's trying to whoop us. So anyways, with our powers combined, I know we can conquer the sevens. Here we go, guys. Stay with us. I know this video is getting a little long. I hope you're enjoying it. Smash that like button if you do. If you're not already, go ahead and subscribe. It's free to do so. Here we go again. We got it this time, boys. We got it. This has got to be it. This has got to be it, boys. We're running out of time. All right. You know what time it is, baby. Time to shake and bake, baby. Shake and bake. I stayed in her though, boys. We were headed towards the center cone. I'm like, I don't believe we're gonna blow us that much soon enough, boys. Whoa, it felt like a good one. It felt a little soft in the 60 foot. We botched that last run, so we had to make that one count. Cross your fingers, hopefully that was it. Guys, we're gonna call it quits. The sun is going down. Cecil here, he's tired. He got a long ways to go home. This thing overall performed pretty close to perfect. I mean, dude, did you think 8 O's was gonna happen the first day out?
No, not that quick.
I mean, our dream / goal with this thing, 790s.
Right.
But 8 O's the first day, 185 miles an hour. Literally, we could put 93 octane in this thing and ride it back to South Carolina back home.
That's awesome.
which is so cool. The thing adjusts a tune on its own. It does all this stuff by itself. This is the ultimate street bike, guys. So we took the stock wheelbase record, completely annihilated it. The record was at 860 something, 160 something miles an hour. We topped the record by basically 20 miles per hour and literally over a half a second. Now, some of you guys may not be drag racing fluent or drag racing experts, but let's just say you're on the interstate and a car passes you going 20 miles per hour faster. It literally, it's a big difference. Like, it's a huge, so 20 miles an hour in the quarter mile, absolutely insane. And the thing that we're not, I mean, this ain't like our career best. This is our first day out with this thing. I can't thank Cecil enough for building this thing, pricing and production. I know you guys have been on me. We're still working through the details, guys. We're still seeing what we got to do. We're going to go back and redesign our fuel system so we have a fuel gauge on this thing. But, I mean, there's not a lot to be changed, but we got to change the fuel system. Then we got to test it more, because when we give it to you, it's going to have a warranty on it, and it's got to be working perfect. That's what we're dialing in. Overall, man.
That was awesome. It was a really good day. Really quality testing.
Good testing. Darlington Dragway did us right. The thing hooked up, went right down the track every single time. Can't ask for much more than that, guys. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope it didn't get too long. I hope it didn't get too boring. We're working so hard to go the 7s. I promise it's coming next time. Don't worry. If you're not already, subscribe to the channel, smash that like button, check out moremafia.com, check out HTP Performance. Both of us got websites, both of us got Instagram, both of us got Facebook, and we appreciate those likes. All right, guys, that's going to do it.
Yeah.
See ya.